So the time has come. It's MOT day for the cheap Cat S wrote-off BMW E91. Do I think it's going to pass today? Being completely honest, no, I don't think it's going to pass. I think there's a few things that I know about that it's going to fail on. Side lights, don't think either of the front side lights work. I'll show you exactly what I mean. I'll put the lights on real quick. So this is side lights on. Put the headlights on full. Put the ignition on, that'd probably help. The side lights should be, I'm not sure if it's both, I think it's both of the angel eye rings. Yeah, it should be both of them, I believe. And as you can see, none of them are working, so it's definitely not going to pass on that. Couple of the tyres as well, bit iffy. To be honest, I could do with all new tyres all round, so if I have to replace them, it's something that I planned on doing anyway. But are we going to be in for any more horrors? Like I said, we did buy this car very cheap, just £1,400. We already have to do a clutch on it that I didn't expect, so we already kind of got scammed in that regard. But is there going to be anything else waiting in store for us? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Before we do take this car for its yearly inspection though, make sure you give this video a like. It really does help me out and it shows your appreciation. Now, wish me luck. Okay then, so just got back from its MOT. Did it pass? Well, no, it didn't pass. It definitely didn't pass. It failed on a couple of the things that I thought it would fail on, and it failed on a hell of a lot more as well. We may have our work cut out with this car. We have a huge list of things. Let me just cover up the confidential. And yeah, huge list of major defects and huge list of advisories. So I guess we should go through the major defects first, because that is why the MOT failed, why it was refused. First one then, position lamp not working near side front, and same again for offside front. So that is the side lights, that's what I was talking about. They don't seem to be working, but I would be surprised if it is a bulb issue, because chances, you know, typically only one goes out at a time. You don't usually have both go out at the exact same time. And the next major defect kind of further proves that point, because both the near side and the offside side repeaters are also not working. So I don't think we have a bulb issue. Chances are that, you know, like, what's the chances of 4 bulbs all being out at the same time on both sides as well? So I think we have something else going on here. Could it be a fuse? Could it be a module problem? I don't know yet, but we're going to have to get that sorted. Exhaust system insecure front, in brackets after flexi pipe. Typically on these, it's the flexi pipe that gives way itself, but I know the DPF, the downpipe, that's all been replaced on this car. Also, the previous owner says. Was he lying about that? I don't know. One thing I do know is though, when you have the heater on, absolutely reeks of exhaust fumes. So we definitely do have an exhaust leak of some kind. So I was kind of expecting that. Next for you though, I was not expecting. So we have suspension arm ball joint excessively worn near side front lower, and suspension arm ball joint excessively worn offside front lower. So near side and offside. So that's both of the front lower control arms. They need replacing. Apparently there was a lot of play in them. So yeah, that's why it's failed. I'm going to be completely honest, driving this car now for a good few weeks, I haven't noticed any issues with it. Doesn't, you know, there's no knocks, there's no clunks or anything, so it's a bit surprising, that is. But also failed on 2 rear control arms, suspension arm, pin or bush excessively worn, near side rear, upper inner rose joint. I don't think it's a rose joint, but it's probably a bush. But yeah, so that's the rear upper control arms, both of those. Then there's also an advisory for, oh, that's for the front control arms again. Is that the same control arms? Front lower. Front lower. Yes, so there was an advisory on the front control arms for the bushes, but it failed on the ball joints. So just replace the arms, it gets rid of the advisories and the major defects. And then a couple more advisories: an oil leak. It's not really very descriptive, is it? Oil leak, but not excessive. Tyres worn close to legal limit on the edge, on the front and the rear, both on the offside, which is strange. And then exhaust heat shield loose rear. Again, didn't really hear any rattling or anything, so a bit surprised about that. But yeah, we have a lot of work to do, and I don't know what to do. Is this car turning out to be a bit of a nightmare? I bought this car cheap. I bought it for the purpose of just having it as a daily driver. I have definitely missed driving an estate. You know, stacks and stacks of room in the back. Very, very handy to have the space. Very good on fuel. You're going to see 50 to 60 mpg in this. I love that it's got the CI/CI drive. Again, I struggled to find one with a CI/CI drive. Like I said, it's cheap to run, it's economical, and I don't know, it does everything you want in a daily driver. But the work is definitely starting to add up now. The fact that we're going to have to do clutch, flywheel, are we going to have to do a timing chain on this? I don't know. Let's just have a quick add up of the parts. So of course there's 4 bulbs out. Again, I don't think it's a bulb issue. It can't be. I just don't believe in a coincidence like that. So yeah, we're going to have to get that sorted. It could even be the FRM module, actually, thinking about it, the footwell module, because that kind of controls all the lighting in the car. Do we have an issue with that? Don't know yet. Exhaust system insecure. I don't know, that could just be tightening up a bracket, I don't know. And then we're going to have to do 4 control arms, 2 front, 2 rear. I don't suppose, I mean, I'm definitely not going to be putting Lem Ford stuff on this, so I'm going to be going aftermarket. It's a daily driver. I don't drive this car hard, so I am going to be putting the cheaper end of things on this. So I suppose, best case scenario, I could probably sort this car for £100, like get it through the MOT for £100. And then, of course, we're going to have to then do tyres, and then there's still the whole clutch situation. We're going to have to do it at a later date. But yeah, I suppose it's not that bad as long as I can get the light situation sorted, which again could be the FRM module. So yeah, a lot to think about, I guess. But what are you guys thinking at the moment? Should I just cut my losses and just get rid of the car and move on to something else? The only thing is, if I was to scrap this car or sell it for parts or whatever and then buy another replacement, I could be in the same boat again, and it's wasting time, it's wasting money and all the rest of it. So do I just stick with this car now that I know what it is, just fix all the problems and then just keep driving it until the wheels fall off? I don't know, a lot to think about. I'm interested to know your thoughts on this. A bit disappointing, but I guess it could be worse. If I do fix those issues, it means that we have a fresh bill of health, so to speak. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. I want to thank you all for watching anyway. As always, give this video a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all in that next one.